Speaking of, obviously, capitalism is the best possible system, and it works the best, and it will never be. It will never be toppled. An indication that capitalism yields the most prosperous outcomes for the working class. Fintech company Block, owned by everyone's favorite fucking dipshit Square CEO Jack Dorsey, formerly the owner of Twitter as well, laid off 4,000 of its 10,000 staff, citing gains from AI. And in the process of laying him off, he released a statement on Twitter. He released this like long block of text on Twitter. And he literally said, I'm not even laying you guys off because the company's doing poorly. As a matter of fact, we're actually very profitable. It's awesome. We're making a fuck ton of money. I'm laying you off because I can. Like literally, he just straight up, it says in his release where he's like, listen, we're making money. Everything is great. I just want to see if we can fucking run the company with 40% less staff and with just AI. Which is as clear of a warning sign as you can possibly get. Shares in the financial technology company Block soared more than 20% in pre-market trading Friday after its CEO announced it was laying off more than 4,000 of its 10,000 plus employees, reconfiguring to capitalize on its use of artificial intelligence. $4,000 individual mouths, 4,000 families. This is a fake article? No, it's not a fake article. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you really believe that? Come on, Hasan, do you really believe that? This is a fake article. It's the Associated Press. What the fuck is wrong with your brain? Yes, I believe that he fired half of his workforce. What are you saying? And yes, after firing half of his workforce, no, it isn't. What is this guy? No, not you. The other one who was like, this article is fake. Got you. Love you. You the best. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look. Becky Anderson on CNN Connect having a conversation about Block with Lance Ulanoff, tech expert, TV guy, ex-Mashable.
We're at a real inflection point with the growth of AI. You know, as I've said to people over and over again, we're living on AI time. Everything happens at 3x the amount of time it happened with.
The fact that the stock rose after the mass layoff is crazy. Goes to prove the shareholders see employees as a roadblock and profit booster and the rise of AI tools fucking leeches. What do you? Yes, of course. That happens all the time. That's why mergers and acquisitions are immediately followed by a fuck ton of layoffs. And then that boosts the stock prices. It's one of the best examples that I use all the time that like the stock market is not indicative of a healthy economy and capitalism is not good for the working class. It's one of the examples I use most commonly, as a matter of fact, to show to the average American that like you're not benefiting from this fucking system. That's normal. That happens. The stock price is boosting after mass layoffs is a commonplace experience. The really fucked up part about this is what the reasoning for the mass layoffs is. Okay? They're not moving in a more lean direction, specifically because they have to do austerity or whatever. They're moving in a more lean direction because they can, because AI is now replacing the labor force. Yeah, I read this entire thing. It's the most psychotic thing I've ever read. We're making Block smaller today. Here's my note to the company. And he's so fucking shameless about it too. He just like straight up says it. Today, we're making one of the hardest decisions in our history of our company. We're reducing our organization by nearly half, from over 10,000 people to just under 6,000. That means over 4,000 of you are being asked to leave or entering into consultation. I'll be straight about what's happening, why, and what it means for everyone. First off, if you're one of the people affected, you'll receive your salary, blah, 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 all this shit, notifications, whatever, right? We're not making this decision because we're in trouble. Our business is strong. Gross profit continues to grow. We continue to serve more and more customers, and profitability is improving. But something has changed. We're already seeing that the intelligence tools we're creating and using, paired with smaller and flatter teams, are enabling a new way of working which fundamentally changes what it means to build and run a company. I hope it fucking falls apart. No disrespect to the 6,000 people that remain in that company, but I hope it fucking crashes and burns so that everyone is like, oh shit, AI is not sustainable and it can't replace the workplace. Sorry, that is the only utilitarian way out of this. Okay, I hope it fucking crashes and burns. The 6,000 people that will, keep their jobs are gonna have a tough time at it. But if the lesson learned from that process is like gonna save tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of jobs, then so be it. Okay. I had two options: cut gradually over months or years as the shift plays out, or be honest about where we are and act on it now. Okay, here's a third option. You just keep the fucking workforce at its same level and you reduce their workload. You reduce their fucking burden. This is a PR stunt. I can see that also being the case. The third option is you just keep the workforce the same size, and AI tools greatly boost efficiency and therefore profits, but still allow people to work less hours for the same pay, if not even larger pay, as adjusted to their output. Just saying. Now, the reason why that is considered to be a non-starter, that's just not even in the equation, is because of capitalism. That's just not how capitalism works, because what I'm describing is an anti-capitalist principle where it's not about maximizing the profit rates or the profit margins, making sure they're as wide as possible, but instead maxing longevity and ensuring that you have a healthy and happy and reliable workforce. But of course, we don't operate that way. Capitalism doesn't operate that way. And that's precisely why it's not even a fucking question in this instance. Anyway, be honest about where we're at and act now. I chose the latter. Repeated rounds of cuts are destructive to morale, to focus, and to the trust that customers and shareholders place in our ability to lead. He's like, I had to do this for you. You see, I'm firing you, 4,000 of you around the world, unceremoniously, with a fucking tweet on a platform that I no longer even own. And you must understand, I'm doing this for everybody. Aren't I magnanimous in my design? I'm also firing you in a speech that I wrote in all lowercase to add insult to fucking injury. This is so diabolical. I want it to crash and burn so bad. I want every billionaire around the world to stub their fucking toes right now. Yes, that includes LeBron James for different reasons. I want them to all have a bad day today, okay? That's all I'm saying. If there was any justice in this world, that would be the case. There is no justice in this world. Oh my God, it's so fucked up. They're demons. They're monsters, okay? Holy shit. Please, I hope you step on a fucking Lego. Jack Dorsey has not provided any evidence that AI has helped his company. Like many other companies, laying off employees is an easy way to improve stock prices. F these companies. It's Ramadan. I can't say bleep. Okay, chatter. Okay, Pakistani Mango. Good job. MashaAllah, brother. MashaAllah. I'd rather take a hard, clear action now and build from a position we believe in than manage a slow reduction in people towards the same outcome. A smaller company also gives us the space to grow our business the right way on our own terms instead of constantly reacting to market pressures. Ugh. A decision at this scale carries risk, but so does standing still. We've done a full review to determine the roles and people we require to reliably grow the business from here, and we've pressure tested those decisions from multiple angles. I accept that we may have gotten some of them wrong, and we've built in flexibility to account for that and do the right thing for our customers. That's why I didn't fire 5,000 employees and only fired 4,000 employees. We're not going to just disappear from Slack and email and pretend they were never here. Communication channels will stay open through Thursday evening Pacific so everyone can say goodbye. Fuck you. I hope when my CEO lays me off and cites AI that the announcement is at least dignified enough to use proper capitalization. Mind reading my last message? What? Did you see Kat also said globalize the intifada is violent in June 2025? No, I'm working on it. Please stop telling me all the horrible things that Kat Abu Ghazalik has said and done. Kumatang cat. The PR twist is real. This particular company had big bets on crypto, which have fallen really flat lately, and this is a way for them to drum up investor interest while hiding layoffs for other reasons. Oh, that makes sense. Wait, why are we canceling Kat? Because she had a fucking horrible foreign policy advisor that seemingly told her horrible things about foreign policy that even I had no fucking idea. And the reason why I didn't have any idea is because the only thing we talked about in terms of her foreign policy was Palestine. Can you imagine if she told me that? Like when she was here and I was interviewing her, imagine if she was like, yeah, I would do a first strike on China to defend Taiwan. I'd be like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, what? I mean, hey, we could have avoided this disaster so close to the election. So I just didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that being a thing. I just never really thought about it, you know? And before people, also before people say like, oh, well, why don't you vet your candidates more? Dog, I'm one person. You know what I mean? It's not my responsibility. What the fuck do you mean? It's the candidate's responsibility to vet their fucking foreign policy teams, you know? She's going Fetterman on you? No, it's not like that. God, I wish John Fetterman never existed. I wish that like we could just go back to a time when he never existed, because not even because he annoys the fuck out of me, which he does, but it's so annoying that all of you leftists are so fucking stupid. So fundamentally stupid that you literally think everyone is John Fetterman. You're like, oh, the Grant Plattner, John Fetterman. He's going to be John Fetterman. Grant Plattner Fetterman. Kat Abu Ghazali's going to be John Fetterman. Everyone's going to be John Fetterman. You have like, you know one word, you know one thing, and you just keep fucking constantly repeating it over and over again. Please stop. All of you that think you're making a brilliant assessment by comparing everyone to John Fetterman are unironically like you're, yeah, Michael from Pennsylvania is right. It's like having one Brad breakup and then never dating again. Like literally just being like, no, everyone is John Fetterman all the time. Am I John Fetterman? Who's John? Oh God. The other day I glanced at myself in the mirror and I thought I was John Fetterman. Like, shut the fuck up. We got it. You really like John Fetterman. And he fucked us. Okay, he did. Calm down. Only time will tell if you're John Fetterman if we're being real. Time? Bitch, I've been around for longer than John Fetterman has had a political career. What the fuck are you talking about? Time has passed already. I'm 34 years old, dumbass. I've been doing this for the past 13 fucking years. While you were protein in your father's ball sack, I was out here fucking talking about the same policies that I'm talking about right now. The fuck do you mean? Time will tell if you're John Fetterman. What do you mean? If I get into a debilitating car crash or something, I become a car crash victim, and all of a sudden I stroke out and magically reverse all of my positions that I've held on to and mercilessly defended for the past 13 fucking years publicly?